Hey, Brian Freeman here. Hey, thanks for listening today on the Real Property Show. Today, we're going to talk about actual pricing for custom home projects that we are building and have built in the San Diego County area. So I wanted to talk to you and actually show you on our website. I'm going to actually take you to the actual pages on our website, and I'm going to show you these houses. I'm going to give you the prices for each one of these houses, that the actual build costs are for this house. And then we're also going to look at the level of finish. So I want to show you what the level of finish is for these houses. You are from an average, custom, or upscale. So you have a good understanding of what you're getting for that price. And on our website, a lot of these houses that I'll show you, there's 5 of them. They have a video and they have a 3D walkthrough that you can look at. They also have all of them have pictures, but you can go through and you can actually click and look through each house and see it, kind of get a feel for the floor plan and what it actually is. So I'm going to actually share with you this the pages, plus I'm going to show you another doc at the end to recap that not only just the building costs we're talking about today, but all of the costs that go into a custom building project. So we'll recap that at the very end. So if you're listening on our podcast, make sure you go over to our YouTube channel so you can actually see the actual pages that I'm going to be clicking on and showing you here, but I will be talking through it so you have a good understanding too if you're just listening. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you right now. Be just a moment, and then I'm going to grab a pointer so I can actually show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so we are now looking at this house is called the Ramona Modern Farmhouse. But what I want to show you first is I want to show you how this relates to the custom home building cost guide that we have. Okay, so if you go to our custom home building cost guide, you can get that on our website. You download it. You're going to look at, it's going to have 5 examples. Okay, it's going to say, cut the number 1, number 2 to 3, number 4, number 5, and these are different houses. Okay, this is number 1, and I want to show you how you can verify that on here. So if you go down the page, each one of these has a floor plan, individual floor plan. So it says custom home plan 1, so or custom plan number 1. So that's gonna correspond with the guide. So make sure that you're looking here, and that'll make sure the pricing, you'll be able to reference back to the pricing and the floor plan. Okay, you can also get all of these plans are in our custom home floor plan or popular custom home floor plan download that has 23 different floor plans, but these are the first 5 in that. So just to clarify where we're getting these. Okay, so first thing we're going to look at here. Okay, so this particular house, the size of it is 2,226 square feet of living area. It's 578 square feet is the size of the garage, and then 531 square feet of covered patio. This is going to be an average level of finish. Maybe a couple things are a little bit above average, just some of the tile work that's been done and maybe some of the cabinets, but it's close to an average level of finish. It's not up to the custom grade level of finish. This particular price point on this house for the build cost alone is $520,851. So $520,851. Okay, so what I would recommend doing, and I don't want to go through this and take a ton of your time here actually walking through this, but I want you to go to this page, and you can click on this video and watch this video. It's just a quick little tour. It's only like 2 minutes or so, maybe a minute. But this is what's really helpful. This is actually a 3D tour, custom tour. You can click on this here and actually click around in the home. It gives you a little dollhouse of the house, and you can go in here and actually walk around, spin around, look in the kitchen. You can go into all the bathrooms, and check this thing out. So you can see what's in this house, get a feel for the finishes. This is what I'm going to get for this kind of a price. So this will take you through, you can go into the bathrooms, you can go everywhere through the house. It doesn't have an outside tour. So you look at the outside, the other parts of the pictures in order to see the outside, but this gets you in here. So you can see inside the bathrooms in this. So this one's actually missing the enclosure, and there's still a little bit of a plumbing that had to be done by the end of this project. So it didn't get into the pictures, but you can see here tile sort of thing here. So this is a little bit above average. With average, you could have the average would be more like, hey, you do fiberglass potentially in like your secondary baths, tile on the master. Okay, so take a look at this and make sure you go through this, because this would be really helpful for you to see this. Okay, and then it's going to then come down here, and then you got all your still pictures that you can view and click through all this. If you click on one of these here, you can just take and just tab through it on the side and go through every picture in the gallery on the home. So yep, so just like this. So just tap on through, and then you'll be able to see everything on here. Okay, go back to, let me see here. It is, got to click off this. It's covering up. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, it's covering my picture here was covering how to get out of there. Okay, so now let's jump back over. Okay, so this again, recapping this one. This house is $520,851 for the build cost, 2,226 square feet, 578 square foot garage, and a 531 square foot covered patio. So that's a 2-car garage that's on this house. Okay. All right. Next one we're going to look at. And this one is a 3-bed, 2-bath, I should mention, with a, does it have 2.5 baths? Yeah. So with this one's this is actually 2 baths, and it has a 4th optional office / bedroom. You can see that in the floor plan. So that's going to be right at the entryway right here that you come in. Okay. So let's jump to the next house. Okay. So this one here, we're calling this the modern farmhouse custom home. This is number 2 on the cost guide. Okay. Looking down here again, we're looking at this. We have number 2, custom plan number 2. This is 2,189 square feet. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 540 square foot garage, 2-car garage, 526 square foot covered patio. Okay. So we're going to look back here, and this is, we got a video here, and did I get the price on this? The price on this one is $568,952. $568,952 is the build cost for this home. Okay. And we'll click on this, just a quick look in here. This is going to be an average, just a little bit above average level finish. It's not yet to a custom, but we're more into the average level, or closer to the average level, a little bit above. So you get an idea here, kind of cool. You can jump in here, spin around, take a look at things. So pretty cool being able to walk through the house and actually do this. They got a little bit of wine cooler in here. So I don't want to take a ton of your time going through this. You can do this, and you can go into the laundry, check out the bathrooms. You know, here's your secondary bath. So this particular house, looks like it's got quartz, kind of a mix of some quartz on the countertops in this house. And it's got inside the master, you got a freestanding tub, tiled shower, you got some quartz on the countertops, and nice cabinet. So, all right. So this is floor plan number 2. That is 568,952, 2,189 square feet. And it has a 2-car garage on it. Okay. We're going to jump into number 3. All right. So number 3 is our Ramona Ranch farmhouse. All right. This is actually a fairly economical plan to build for the amount of the garage and the porches and the living footage. So this particular living footage is 2,226 square feet, 953 square foot garage, and 578 square foot covered patio area. So it's got a good sized garage, 3-car garage, and a lot of patio area. So we don't have any video or our actual 3D walkthrough on this particular home, but you can, there's some good pictures, and this is what would fall under an average level of finish. So take a look at the pictures down below. You can see the outside, it's siding. You have a little bit of shutters in the front, got a composition shingle roof on this house. You have your kitchen that's here. You have quartz countertops, stained grade cabinets with the slab ends on them that are here. And you have a little, there's a pellet stove that's in here. This is hardy siding behind here, so it's non-combustible behind the stove. And you have in your master, this particular bath, you would have, click into here, but this is you have like a drop-in tub. This is not a true frameless unit, but it's a nice chrome unit inside the bathroom. And then the secondary baths, you would have, it's got quartz on the countertops in here too. So this is just a fiberglass secondary bath. So like the tub shower is that. So, okay. So that is, and this is like your exterior porches, right? So this doesn't have any enclosed tails there because it's not in a high fire hazard area. All right. So this is the back porch that you're actually seeing here. So another look at the back porch and just bedrooms. This has LVPs, a little bit more money than carpet, but this has carpet in it. So LVPs, you could put LVP in here and probably still be in your average level of finishes, but this gives you a good idea looking at the front porch area, the garage, and then you got your living space inside the house, obviously. So, Okay, so this is number 3. Price point again, $636,918 for your building costs. Okay, so now let's jump to number 4. All right, so number 4 is going to be our Escondido fire rebuild. So number 4 is a 2,939 square foot home, 1,144 square foot garage, and 732 square foot covered patios, right? The price point on this home, this is a custom level finish. This is the next grade up. So next grade, this is going to be the price on this is $910,539. So $910,539, right? So this house here, we don't have a video, or the walkthrough, but we do have some pictures that you could definitely go through, the good pictures. This house has 2 dishwashers in here. It's got a little butler's area. It's got some wine, a wine bar in there as well. It also has this, you'll see in the back here, this is a folding door here. So like almost like a multi-slide, but it's a folding door, it collapses on itself. And then you have 2 fireplaces inside, or one inside, one outside. And it's got you'll see some other finishes in here that are pretty cool. So we drop down here. So you can see this one's got a concrete tile roof. It's got I'll scroll through this really quick with you, but concrete tile roof. It's got the cat's face finish on the stucco. This is not finished yet, the actual road. As you can see, the garage doors are upgraded some. You have the stone on the outside of the house that's there. Let me scroll through here real fast. So this is going to be your engineered hardwood floor in here. You got a little bit of an exposed beam on the top, like a ridge beam. You have some of your stingray doors that are there. There's another little wine area that's here. And I'm going to move over here to the kitchen, because the kitchen has some neat, this is granite that's in here. You have full height backsplashes. The kitchen has built-in dinettes, so you can actually put your table here and you can sit down on a bench. You have full height backsplash all the way to the ceiling. So yeah, so you can see this is real nice here. You got your, there's a couple different like dishwashers, like I was saying, and nice stove, nice hood. You have all the finished ends on all the cabinets, even the ends over here are finished. So you'll see that in there. You got some of the nicer furniture look to your cabinets. There's the butler pantry inside, and you got a little bit, your carpets upgraded in a home like this. And there's nice tile work inside the showers, countertops, backsplashes or tile backsplashes. So you can see that there's some difference from at the average level of finish. There's a glass bowl that you see, the glass bowl on the sink, another little bit different than your average level of finish. So you're seeing some of these things that are different in here. Here's another refrigerator even that's in here. You got more built-in shelving in here and more cabinets just in the butler's pantry countertops. So, and then the stingray doors like this, these add costs when you start seeing integrated. Not all of them are that way, but this one wasn't here. So, and then let me show you, I want to get back over and show you the exterior. This is the master bathroom. So the exterior, you can see this extra outside area. This has the pavers. Let me see if I can jump here. Some built-in, there's actually some built-ins in the master closet as well, cabinets. But look at the nice pavers on the outside. You got the stacking door. You have the stonework that's out here, and then you have this fireplace that's actually back in here. So it makes it you're starting to add those costs with this. And then this isn't trimmed out up top here, but so yeah. So this is number 4. Again, this is 2,939 feet. The living area of this home, it's got 1,144 square foot, 3-car garage. 3-car garage, and then 732 square feet of covered patio. And the price point of that was $910,539. All right, so let's jump over let's go to number 5. So number 5. So this is going to be an upscale, so luxury or upscale finish. So this is our Escondido Craftsman custom home. This is designed by a very well-known architect. It's a nice, very, very nice home, and it's got the nice finishes inside, and we'll go over this. So this house is 5,023 square feet of living area, 2,236 square foot garage, 526 square foot covered patio. And the price point on this one is $2,155,012. So $2,155,012 is the cost to build this house. Okay, so, and I am actually seeing this is actually it says it's custom home 6 on here. So this is number 6, which we will adjust and we will make that number 5. So that needs to be changed. So this will be custom home. This will be custom home number 5 that you're seeing here. Okay, so looking at the bottom here, so we have this. This here is the entryway to the house. It's got some nice high-end finishes here that you can see. Let me click in here. You can see this. So inside of here, you can actually see the open beam. It's got nice entryways, hardwood floors inside the home. It's yeah, you can see all the open beam up top there. So lots of nice finishes, lots of stone. So all this, look at all this stone on the fireplace. So yeah, real stone too. It's not cultured. You can see all this is all structural. So you got the tongue and groove, your trusses, your rafters. It's all there. So it's really nice. Then you got your kitchen down below. So this is you can go through this one. You can see this is getting into, this is the upscale luxury finish. Okay. So you can sort of see the wood wrap jams on all the windows and all that. So this is definitely it's higher level than that custom finish we were just looking at. And you have these the other thing too, you have these pocketing multi-slide doors that were over there. You could see in the other, in the entryway. Or in the living room, looking through the entryway. This one right here, these pockets, see how they're pocketing all the way back in. So they're pocketing into these walls, those are expensive doors. So, and you can look at the nice recessed area in here, and for the kitchen hood, you got a recessed hood with nice wood cabinets. So this is custom level. Okay, so now let's take a look at let's go to, I want to just recap this with you. So. And then the price on this one more time is $2,155,012 is the cost on this one. So $2,155,012 for this house, and it's 5,023 square feet. So, okay. All right, let's look at this dock. So the last dock here is, we have what we're looking at, we have how are we going to get to our total costs, right, to actually build this home. Okay, this is just the build cost we looked at today. So we're going to actually take 4 to 6% of the actual build cost is going to be our plans and design cost. Then we're going to take we're going to add our permits and fees. We're going to add our site costs for the development of the site to get ready to build. And then we're going to do our build costs, which we just talked about today. So if you have questions on any of these other items, make sure you go back to our previous videos, the custom home building cost guide series, check those out, because that's exactly what we cover in all of these. And it's going to give you a good idea what you would spend on these. Okay. So once you add all those together, you're going to get your total build costs. And then you know what you're going to be, you have a good idea what you're going to spend for your project. So, all right. So I hope that was really helpful in actually seeing some real live finishes, houses, prices for actual projects and what they're costing. So you can get a good idea of what you get for your money, if you're actually going to be building a custom home in San Diego County. So, all right. So thanks for watching again and listening. And if you have more questions and you want them answered, you go to our website at realpropertytv.com, and there's a voicemail tab on the right side of the screen. If you tap on that, leave us a 30-second or less voicemail with a question, and we'll do our very best to answer that question here on the podcast and get back to you to answer your questions. So yeah, we'd love to hear from you if you have more questions, and we could help you in any way. So, all right. It was wonderful speaking to you again today. So have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll talk soon.